So apparently it's Disability Pride Month. And as you can see, I am in a different spot because I'm sitting in my wheelchair. I'm usually over in that corner making videos for you guys. And I thought I would talk about the way to get what you want and are asking for, because that's what these months are, right? Everybody who has a month attached to their social identity, I guess you would say, is feeling that they're not getting something that they need, if I'm understanding it correctly. I don't tend to participate in things like that, so you'll have to excuse my lack of knowledge in that area. I don't like to use the I word because that's not true for many people. So for me, I think that everything is too broad brushed, and it often makes able-bodied people feel attacked as a whole. I'm of the belief that not everybody from a certain group is exactly alike. In my experience, I have met amazing able-bodied people who are loving and helpful and just amazing people. So I'm not gonna broad brush an entire group of people in that way. So what do you do then? If you are experiencing discrimination or something that you're not liking, you fight the system, not people. Whoever they are, the powers that be, they want us against each other. And we keep giving in. We, I mean, in general, people keep buying into it, giving in, no unity. They, the powers that be, get exactly what they want. So again, what do? You go by a person-to-person basis. If you are discriminated against, let's say for example, in a building, you take it up with the building owner. Often, like for instance in the city, different sections of different buildings are occupied by different people. So a bar owner doesn't necessarily own the entire building. And I mentioned New York City because a lot of the older buildings in New York City are not equipped. They don't have elevators. Their bathrooms are atrocious. You know, the best is when they have a nice bathroom, but you have stairs to get there. But I don't want Disability Pride Month to turn into another able's are idiots or able's are weird. You have to be specific about what you want. You can't just sit there and go, look at me, look at something physical on me, and that is why I am oppressed. I hate that word, but that is the general consensus of what people are feeling in different categories of people nowadays. Everybody wants to separate themselves and say that they're oppressed for one reason or another, and it drives me crazy because they don't at least in my experience from what I have seen, they get very defensive when you ask for specifics. Now, I'm not going to tell somebody who doesn't have experience with people with disabilities that they have to take certain classes to know how to talk to us or whatever. I would rather you screw up and ask me a question that makes you feel stupid for a second so that I can laugh it off and calm you down. That's another thing too, is we as, for my example, people with disabilities, you have to be okay with dumb questions or questions that might have once triggered you, and stop being so triggered, because I would rather be able to explain the truth to somebody or a different perspective than what they thought, rather than them not ask and just stare at me or murmur or say something like when they get home. And then, like, especially with kids, I don't want a parent to not know what the hell to say when the kid could have just asked me, or the kid could have whispered to their parent and the parent could have asked me. We have to be open to dialogue. And as a whole, this world is so against dialogue right now because we're afraid of being offended or being afraid of offending somebody, and a lot of people would just rather be angry and mad, and I don't get that. So for my Disability Pride Month, I am just gonna think about the ways in which I have pushed past paralysis, which are, I danced with Val from Dancing with the Stars in his New York studio. His studios are trained, the instructors there are trained now to dance with people in wheelchairs. I worked out with Paulie Calafiore from Big Brother and the Challenge. I have flown from New York to Las Vegas on my own. And side note for that, guys, if you have a chance to fly on your own, do it. For some reason, everybody who I have met when I'm flying or going somewhere with somebody, they automatically assume that that person is my expert master aide, knows what they're doing, doesn't bother to ask them if they need help. Meanwhile, they're the ones juggling the bags and me. When I'm on my own and I have like a bag attached to the back of my chair and I'm pushing myself, it's like I can't get enough help. So if you want a tip, there's your tip. But yeah, you have to be, that's my main message, is be specific about what you need. And this is the month to do it. I don't want you to live your whole life complaining. Enjoy your days, find something to enjoy, find something that you love to do, try something new that you might not be good at, and don't attribute not being good at it to your disability. Get better at it. Learn it. But now is the time to start the dialogue and ask for help. And I hope if you do have a disability and you're watching this, that you take that advice, because people are going to be more open to listening right now, hopefully. So if you do have a transgression or you do have a problem that you want to address, be specific about it. Don't generalize and make the whole world feel bad. People who don't even know you. And then maybe we'll see some changes. I'm not saying that I'm perfect at it. I'm just talking about my experience, where I've seen the most change and the most growth come from. And I would like to offer that to you to try. And please leave me a comment if you ever have been able to address an issue amicably with somebody and create change, or go and do it and then come back to this video and leave me a comment on what happened. And I am sorry if you have experienced discrimination, or, I hate the word, but ignorance, or whatever it may be. You're never going to change everybody's hearts, and I'm going to leave this video there, because that is also a big thing, is you can't use this month to be in people's faces and expect that to change their hearts, because they will feel even more attacked. So please use this month to bridge the gap. Be nice to somebody who you otherwise might have been a little triggered by. Be a little bit more understanding. And if you're able-bodied and you're watching this, I was gonna say maybe help somebody out, but we kind of don't like help sometimes because we like to be independent. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, befriend somebody with a disability and don't ask them a million questions about it. Connect to their hearts, connect to their minds, because we have both. Just connect as people. I'm sick of these labels. I will not be celebrating the rest of this month. This is just, I am the way I am. This is just another part of my physical body. I am a whole human being besides that. And including that, I'm still whole. And that's my rant for Disability Pride Month. Okay? Probably went a little long. So thank you if you stuck with me and watched. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Please like this video, share this video with somebody that you think could benefit from it, whether it's you want to give awareness to somebody without a disability, or if you want to give a new perspective to somebody with a disability. I don't know. But I think this message is important, and what a better time than now to spread it. All right, thank you guys for watching.